What's up, everyone? Welcome back to The 3 Show. The Fraser Cup playoffs are officially here and the action begins now. Last weekend, the final 2 playoff spots were locked in, so let's see what's ahead. 6 divisions, 24 teams, and only one will be crowned the Fraser Cup champions. Let's go ahead and break down the matchups and the storylines heading into round 1. Kicking things off in the Central, after a dominant regular season, the number 1 West Bend Power will play the number 4 St. Louis Junior Blues. Looking back at their regular season series, the Power held a 7-1 edge. The Junior Blues' lone win came back in September, while half of West Bend's victories were by 3 goals or more, including an 8-3 win in their 4th meeting. The Power bring plenty of playoff experience after reaching the Fraser Cup the past 2 seasons, while St. Louis returns to the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. Offensively, Jace Fitzgerald leads the way for West Bend, while Joseph LaPiccolo paces the Junior Blues. Rochester and Wausau meet yet again after facing off at this stage last season, when the Grizzlies narrowly advanced with a 2-1 series win. This year's matchups have been just as tight, with the 2 teams splitting their season series 4-4. Half of the games were decided by a single goal, though every matchup still finished in regulation. Even in net, it's been balanced as Kyle Lappy and Brady Fail each picked up 2 wins, including another split when they met the last weekend of February. In the East, Long Beach has claimed the number 1 seed and they'll face off with the number 4 seed New Jersey. After finishing last in the division a year ago, the Sharks have made a remarkable turnaround. The road to the playoffs was an easy task for Long Beach, but the Titans were just one of 2 teams to clinch a playoff spot in the final weekend of the regular season. Long Beach took the season series 6-3, though 2 of those wins came in overtime. Rookie Sean Bailey has recorded points in 6 of the 9 matchups for the Sharks, while Titans captain Josef Piewski has produced in 7 games against the top seed. New Hampshire and the Buzz meet again in round 1, though this time the Junior Mountain Kings enter as the higher seed. Last season, the Buzz swept the series and went on to become the East Division champions. Interestingly, all 8 matchups between these 2 teams happened in the first half of the season, with the last matchup coming back on December 6th, where the Buzz finished with a 5-3 series edge. 2 of those wins came in overtime or a shootout, including an overtime winner from Keegan Elliott, who represented the Buzz at the Top Prospects event and has been a standout on the blue line all season long. Out in the Frontier, the number 1 Sheridan Hawks are taking on the number 4 Badlands Sabres. All 6 meetings between the Hawks and Sabres came in the first half of the season, with the teams splitting the series 3-3, though one of the Hawks' losses came in overtime. Their most recent matchup was a 2-game sweep for Sheridan, highlighted by Jeff Slabone, who scored 3 goals across the series. Each team earned 2 wins at home and 1 on the road, setting up for a tightly balanced playoff matchup. The series begins in Rapid City before shifting to the M&M Center, and while the Hawks boast the 3rd best power play in the league, the Sabres have only allowed them just 1 goal on the man advantage all season. We've got a rematch of last year's division final, this time in round 1 as Helena takes on Great Falls. Last season, the Bighorns swept the series on their way to the Frontier Division title, and they've again had the Americans' number, taking the season series 4-1-1. Their most recent matchup came on February 20th, an 8-3 win for Helena, highlighted by Blake Chapman's hat trick, who has recorded points in 5 out of 6 games against Great Falls. On the other side, Cooper Klaus has been a force for the Americans, tallying points in 6 games versus Helena, including 2 goals and 9 assists. Down south, the number 1 Texas Brahmas face the number 4 New Mexico Ice Wolves yet again in the first round. Texas holds an edge after going 5-2-0-1 in the season series. Half of their 8 matchups were 1-goal games, including the shootout win for each team. In net, Gavin Erickson has been outstanding for the Brahmas, starting all 5 wins and building a strong case for Rookie and Goaltender of the Year. Offensively, John Schrapp has been a key weapon, posting 2 separate 2-goal games against New Mexico. After reaching the postseason for the first time in program history last year, the Ice Bats have followed it up with another strong season as they face El Paso, who missed the playoffs a year ago. Austin holds the 5-3 edge in the season series. Interestingly, these teams haven't met since the last weekend in October, meaning it's been months since their last matchup. Both sides have shown they can score, highlighted by a 6-2 El Paso win and a 6-1 Austin victory, with 6 different players scoring for each team in those games. This year marks the first season for the Southeast Division, and we'll have 2 teams from Louisiana facing off with the number 1 Drillers and number 4 Rougarou. The reigning Fraser Cup champions are back, looking to add another title to their trophy case. With just 1 loss all season, they've dominated the Southeast Division and are the only team in the league with fewer than 100 goals against. Their offense has been red hot, with nearly every player averaging over a point per game, including Brody Niche, the NA3HL's all-time leading scorer and a 4-year Driller veteran. Against their first-round opponents, the Rougarou, Niche has racked up an incredible 40 points, making him a true force to watch in the postseason. As the number 2 seed in the Southeast, the Roadrunners have dominated the Rage, winning all 6 meetings against Carolina. Texas has controlled the matchup on both ends of the ice, scoring 51 goals while allowing just 4 across the year. Offensively, William Heskett, the Roadrunners' second leading scorer, has led the charge with 9 goals against the Rage. As a leader on and off the ice, he'll be a key piece for Texas heading into their opening round series. Out west, we've got Granite City as the number 1 seed and Mason City as the number 4 seed. It's no secret that the Jacks know what it takes to not only reach the postseason, but to win it all with 4 Fraser Cup championships in program history. Granite City holds a 6-1, 0-1 edge in the season series against Mason City, outscoring the Toros by nearly double across their matchups. This depth has been on full display all year, ranking top 10 in the league on both the power play and penalty kill. Mason City has its own championship pedigree as well, but with the Toros' 2 wins coming by just 1 goal, Granite City enters the series with the edge. The rivalry between the Blizzard and Moose is always intense, and this round 1 series should be no different. Alexandria leads the season series 5-1, 1-1, with Minnesota's 3 wins all coming by just 1 goal. Meanwhile, the Blizzard's victories have been more decisive, including back-to-back shutouts with Jaden Serene standing strong in net. Offensively, Caleb Waller has had a historic season, recording points in all 8 matchups, highlighted by a 4.9 in Alexandria's 8-3 win in early February. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck to everybody in round 1. Be sure to stream all of the games live on NATV and sound off in the comments on who you're rooting for.